Friends, welcome to Triveni Memorial Senior Secondary School online classes. In this video, we are going to do the revision of Unit Database Management System for Class 10 IT-402. So the very first thing which comes in this chapter is data. Now what is data? Data is a collection of facts and figures. It can be any name, it can be any number, or it can be any address. Then comes the information. Now the information is the processed data. When the data is arranged in a proper manner and it is processed properly, that becomes information. Now the next thing which we are going to learn here is about the database. So when we talk about the database, it is a software with the storage backing that has ended up really helpful for the industrial needs. Now what is database? It is a computerized record keeping system which helps to store a large amount of data. Like it can be a data about the school. In a school there are so many people. There are teachers, there are management people, there are students. So in order to store the bulk amount of data, we have a software which is database management system. Now in a database, how the data is stored? The basic building block of database is tables, and after that we have three more database objects, that is forms, reports and queries. But these are all formed based upon a table only. Now when we talk about a table consists of rows and columns, and a column within a table is also known as field or an attribute, and a row in a table is also known as tuple or a record. A set of various fields is called a record, and database management system is called as DBMS in short. Now our DBMS is of two types. One is flat file database management system and one is relational database management system. Flat file database management system consists of only one table, whereas our RDBMS, that is relational database management system, consists of several tables which are linked to each other. Now when we talk about the database, it should contain only unique data. That is, one of the field in a table should be such that it has a unique data according to which the data in a table can be identified. So that field is designated as primary key in a table. And there are two conditions in a primary key, that is, it should have all the unique values for all the records. Along with that, no value should be a null value. That is, we cannot leave any data item as empty in the primary key field. Okay. Now after that, we have in a table various types of data types for the particular field. For an example, I have a table student and I am storing some fields like roll number, name, class, section. So data type identifies that what type of data will be stored in that field. Like roll number, I have the numerical values. In the name, we will have the textual values. Same way in the class, we can have numerical values or the textual values. Based upon that, how we are writing it, either in the numbered form or in the Roman numbers. So this way we can identify what type of data is to be set for each of the field in a table in a database. Now when we talk about the text data type, it holds the information that is simply characters like letters, numbers and punctuation. And when we talk about the number data type, it helps us to type the numeric data that will be used in the mathematical calculations. Along with that, we have one more data type, that is a date and time data type, which is used for holding the dates or times. The auto number field is another specialized numeric data type. Whenever you set any of the field as auto number, it will start the numbering from 1 and it will automatically give the number. In that field, we do not have to provide any value. Understood? Now when we work on the database, we have a language, that is SQL. SQL stands for Structured Query Language. We are using the software OpenOffice, and that software of the part of the OpenOffice is OpenOffice Base. So in that you will see four database objects: tables, queries, forms and reports. The very first thing which we will create is table. Now a table can be created using the three methods, that is using the design view, using the wizard view, and after that using the SQL commands, that is Structured Query Language. In the SQL commands, the categorization is done under four classifications, that is our DDL commands, DML commands, TCL and DCL. And practically we learn about the two types of categories. One is the DML, that is data manipulation language, and one is the DDL, that is data definition language. And these commands have various examples, like the commands which come under DDL are create command, alter command, and drop command. Create command is used to create a database or a table. Alter command is used to add or delete a new column, or you can say field. And drop command is used to delete that is your table or the database from the entire memory. So that is the working of these three commands, which are the data definition language commands. Along with that, we have DML commands also, like insert command is there, update command is there, and delete command is there. So basically these are used for doing the manipulation inside the table. That is why these are known as data manipulation language commands, right? Now, in order to edit a record in a table, first we open the datasheet view and then we edit the record. Along with that, if we want to sort a particular field in a table, that can be done using the sort option which is available in the standard toolbar. Okay. If we talk about the constraints, one is the primary key we can set in the table, another is a foreign key. Now what is a foreign key? It is a column or a group of columns in a relational database which provides a link between the two tables. Foreign key is that field which is in the child table. If there are two tables, one is parent table and child table, and there is a relationship between them, then suppose one field is there which is a primary key in the parent table, and if it is a normal field in the another child table, then it will be considered as a foreign key, means it is deriving its value from the parent table. Okay, so that will be considered as a foreign key. So we have seen that in mathematics there can be many kinds of relationship between the attributes in a table. Same way there can be many kinds of relationship in the database also. It can be one to one, it can be one to many, or it can be many to many relationship, right? Along with that, we have queries. After the table, the next database object is queries. Queries is a question or a search within a database. There are design views to query where you choose the criteria and the selected tables are chosen based upon the given conditions. Whenever you have a table, that is main table, suppose you have a table named as student and you want the records of those students who have marks greater than 70. So that way you can apply the condition and you can give the select statement for displaying those records which satisfy the particular condition using the SQL commands, right? So what is the criteria? It is the condition based upon which the tuples will be filtered from the table to get the output. Okay. And in order for the select queries to work, you must have read permissions to the table. And if you want to write some data into the table, you want to update some data, you must have write permission also in the tables. Okay. Now the next database object is forms, which allows you to add, update and delete the data in a database one by one. Forms are also made either from the queries or from the tables in the OpenOffice base. If you add or delete data in the form, that will be simultaneously added and deleted in the table also. And if you do the same thing in the table, that will be done in the form also. The same way, insertion and deletion can be done in a table, that can be done in the reports also. Along with that, reports, what are the reports? They are a way to print the summarized form of data. Suppose you have so many tests during one of the sessions, you are in class 10th and you have so many exams during this session, PA1, PA2, term 1, term 2. So the consolidated result which you will get in the finals, that will be the printed, or you can say the summarized form of that particular results which you have scored with the marks which you have scored in the previous term 1 or term 2 or the PA exams. So the summarized and printed form of data shows you the report. And same way, if you add or delete the data in the tables, same way it is done in the reports also simultaneously. And if the same thing is done in the reports, simultaneously the data will be added or deleted from the tables also. Okay. So we can create the reports using the report wizard. We can create the query using the wizard and the design view. And we can also create the forms using the design view or the wizard. So these are the different types of database objects which we have learned in the chapter. I hope students you have understood the concepts taught in this video, and I'll meet you in my next video with the another chapter revision. Thank you and have a nice day.